This is the COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike, and looking at it for the first time, you can see that it's built to stand out. The design has this motorcycle influence, with bold black and yellow colors, thick 20-inch fat tires, big headlights, and that slightly angular frame. It has the proportions and vibe of a rugged off-road scooter mixed with an electric mountain bike. It's pretty striking. I remember it caught my eye when I was looking for a new ride because I wanted something both robust and different. So let's go right into my quick review. I spent a lot of time thinking about which e-bike to buy next, reading reviews, watching tons of YouTube videos, and going through user comments to make sure I wasn't just falling for something that looked good in photos. In the end, I went for the COSWHEEL GT20 on Amazon. This wasn't sent to me as a sample or anything. It was a straight-up purchase. And what you'll hear here is me talking as an owner who paid my own money. When the box arrived, it was huge. Even though the GT20 comes 85% pre-assembled, there's still some work you have to do before you can roll out of your garage. In my experience, putting on the wheels was straightforward, but getting the handlebars, pedals, and lights in the right place did require following the manual closely. I'm no bike mechanic, but even for me, the whole setup took about an hour and a bit. I'd call that manageable, but you want to have a bit of space and patience. If you're totally new to building bikes, just take your time and use the tools they included in the box. It didn't feel overwhelming as long as I went step by step. One thing that really stood out as soon as I powered it up was how much juice the battery already had. I only had to top it up for a couple hours before my first ride. According to the specs, it's a 48-volt, 25 Ah removable lithium battery, and they claim something like up to 93 miles per charge, although that depends on how you use it. In my case, and I'm being completely honest, I mostly ride on throttle only, max assist mode, and I've gone out a few times without having to charge it again yet. The battery life seems more than enough for everyday stuff like errands or going on weekend rides around the city. It just takes the anxiety out of worrying if you'll run out of power halfway through. Talking about key features, what drew me in was the power. You've got a 1500-watt brushless rear hub motor that honestly feels way more punchy than the last e-bike I owned. I can cruise at around 29 or even 30 miles per hour without much effort, and there's enough torque to get up slopes or even rougher paths. If you're new to e-bikes, torque is basically how much turning force the motor can deliver. The higher the torque, the easier it is to start moving or go up hills. And on this GT20, it absolutely delivers. I live in an area with some steep roads, and I haven't had to pedal hard at all. The riding comfort caught me by surprise. It has front and rear suspension, which means both wheels have shock absorbers to smooth out bumps, and those fat 4-inch wide tires just eat up cracks, rocks, and even sandy patches. If you're looking for something that feels sturdy even when the surface isn't perfect, or you plan to go off paved roads now and then, I think you'll be happy. The seat, on the other hand, is a bit basic for my taste. It's a standard thick leather saddle, but I wish it was a little softer or better contoured for longer rides. For short commutes or city errands, it's all right. But if you love long hauls or have a sensitive backside, you might want to grab a gel cover or consider swapping out the seat down the road. Another thing I want to mention is the brakes. The GT20 uses dual hydraulic disc brakes, meaning both the front and back wheels can stop fast and reliably. In my opinion, this is a huge upgrade from cheaper bikes with only mechanical brakes. Hydraulic brakes work by using fluid pressure to clamp down the pads, so the stopping power is instant and requires less energy from your hands. I never felt unsafe, even going pretty fast. When it comes to controls, everything is laid out in a pretty user-friendly way. The throttle is a twist grip type, like a motorcycle, which I personally love because you have smoother speed control compared to button throttles. You turn the handle and the motor reacts right away. If you're brand new to e-bikes, throttle means you don't have to pedal, you just twist and go. If you feel like pedaling, the GT20 does have a Shimano 7-speed gear set, but if I'm honest, I rarely use it. From my experience, this bike is designed primarily for throttle-based riding. You can pedal for exercise or when you're low on battery, but you can totally expect to ride it more like a small electric motorcycle if you want. The LCD screen is large, bright, and shows you your speed, battery level, and your assist mode clearly. There's also a set of controls by your left hand for turning on the powerful front LED headlight, rear brake light, and the turn signals. Yes, you get real electronic turn signals on this bike, which is pretty cool for a commuter. There's a click of a switch and you're signaling left or right. As someone who rides with family or sometimes at night, Being visible is a big safety plus. The horn is loud enough to be noticed as well, which is definitely reassuring in traffic. A lot of people I talked to online said the tires could be better. And while I agree that if you plan to go hardcore off-roading, you may want something extra tough, for my city rides and light trails, they've been completely fine. They came properly inflated and have held up with no flats or sliding so far. The tread is deep enough for some gravel and loose ground, but if you mostly ride on concrete, you won't have any complaints. Now, the weight of this thing is no joke. It comes in at around 86 pounds before you add accessories, and with the battery attached, carrying it upstairs or lifting it into a car is a workout. Keep that in mind if you have to haul your bike around a lot or live in a walk-up apartment. Once it's rolling, though, the weight actually helps it feel grounded and stable, even at higher speeds. If you plan on using public transport, it might be a hassle, but for home-to-destination rides, it works well. Thinking of the ideal rider, I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a strong, durable e-bike for commuting, errands, or just having fun riding around town. It's perfect for adults who want more speed and comfort than your average e-bike, and who don't want to worry about running out of power halfway through the day. If you like a motorcycle look with added utility, this fits the bill. For those brand new to e-bikes, to sum up a few basic terms, throttle lets you ride without pedaling, pedal assist adds motor power while you pedal, a hub motor is built into the wheel, and hydraulic disc brakes help you stop faster. Removable battery means you can take it out and charge it separately indoors. In conclusion, my experience so far with the COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike has been genuinely positive. It's powerful, rides smoother than I expected, and comes packed with features that make day-to-day biking a lot more enjoyable and less stressful. The only minor issue I've had is with the comfort of the stock seat, but that's something fixable. Assembly was doable, battery range excellent, and the controls feel natural, even for beginners. If you're searching for a reliable, punchy e-bike with a cool look, definitely give this one a look. I will leave all the information about the COSWHEEL GT20 Electric Bike in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.